Okay, one last game and I'm plat 4. Like, skill capped. There's one very good video.
Hey everyone, so when it comes to wave control...
Which is it? Yeah, this one is a really good one. It illustrates split pushing perfectly.
Everyone. I know you guys love the test your knowledge videos where we ask you a lot of questions as we go through.
As aggressive as possible, yeah, but not int level
Today,
aggressive.
We're gonna be breaking down a Smurf game of mine in gold where I'm carrying a really hard feeding team. I had to play very in CS.
Okay, look.
Jump right in. And
this is exactly.
Alright, so in this game,
this video is exactly my mindset when playing.
Very hard, sitting at 3 kills and 134 CS, 15 minutes. My team all lost their lanes really.
So you're Giga Fed, right? You're Giga Fed. He's a Jax, but I'm a Rengar. It's the same thing. So he's very fed. He won lane really hard. But if you compare his lead to the enemy's lead, like it's laughable. The Kai'Sa is 7 and 1, 2 items. He's only 3 and 1, 1 item. The Zed is almost 2 items too. The Hecarim is Giga Fed 5-0. Everyone is fed. So this is the prime scenario, right?
Heck is 5-0, Zed is 4 and 1, and Kai'Sa is 7 and 1. My Vayne is doubled in CS, so I know it's gonna be a tough game. Dragon's come up in 30 seconds and my TP won't be up in time for it. What do you think I'm looking to do right now?
So like right there, like even if you're Rengar, a lot of low elo players, even Diamond 1, even low Masters sometimes, they're gonna go like, okay, Drake is up, autopilot, go contest Drake even though you're Giga behind. No. In my coaching sessions, I tell people a lot to like just CBA Drakes, CBA objectives, and do everything you can to get fed, get more resources than they get, and then you use those resources to get the next objectives. Like you give up first drakes to get the ladder, like the drakes that come after.
So some of you might have thought that I should push top wave, then rotate to dragon. This is actually the wrong play because my team is losing so hard. If I try to teamfight right now, it'll basically be 1v5 and I'll throw my lead. Instead, I want to use this time to squeeze as much of a lead as I can out of top
lane.
See,
like that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to take turret, get kills, get everything.
Now, if this was for Soul Dragon, it would be a different story, but that's kind of pointless to talk about.
Exactly. If it's Soul Dragon, then you coin flip everything for it. Except if you really hard outscale, even with Soul, and then you can give up Soul to like get your Giga Power Spike.
Because Soul will never be up this early. But anyways, I do exactly what I said and push top while my team dies at Dragon. While I'm doing that, look who shows up. Now, this means 3 of them are at Dragon and 2 of them are here. Before we let the clip play, what would you do here?
Like right here, this is like, also, this shows that mechanics like are really important to carry. Like if you're a gold player with gold level mechanics, even if you play macro perfectly, there's some situations where you're gonna like struggle. Like this right here. This right here is free 2v1, because this Camille right here is fucking useless.
I have flash and a ward to use for a ward jump. Let's watch what happens.
It's a 1v1 against Zed, basically. And boom, 1k gold. For free.
So, why did I decide to take this one?
So, look, like, bad decision making. You go Drake, you die, nothing. Good decision making, you get 1k gold off those 2 stupid asses, you get 1 level, and you get like 3 waves.
V2? First, this Zed,
it's easy to make the right choice.
Is making a big mistake. As a mid laner, you don't want to roam to losing lanes unless it's extremely free. His Camille is so far behind that it's very risky to try and kill me here, as it will basically be a 1v1. Also, Zed is an assassin, Jax is a bruiser. Bruisers counter assassins, that's just how the game works. Bruisers are tanky enough to eat the first assassin and can kill them very fast.
What is the strongest
now,
1v9 champ?
I don't want to be 5v5ing. The enemy team can just focus me down.
I don't know, a lot of them.
There are only 2 or 3
There's no
enemies.
strongest, is there?
It'll be very hard for them to kill a fed Jax with my Counter-Strike, Ninja Tabbies, and my ult. And as you can see, the 1v2 was actually pretty easy.
Yeeteric, Omega
After
Lul.
that, I see Kai'Sa in mid pushing, and Heck was at Dragon 15 seconds ago. So
Yeeteric, no questions asked.
But Heck actually shows up to fight me. I didn't know if he had ult, so I didn't bother trying to run, but since he had ult, we trade 1 for 1. But he was worth 1,000 gold. Alright, so think about this. Imagine if I made the mistake many players make, in tunnel vision on Dragon, even though...
What are you supposed to do as the enemy team in this scenario? What I would do is, you go as 5, take Drake fast, give up turret, and ace those guys, because those guys are stupid, they're gonna contest you, ace them, then you take towers elsewhere. And you keep getting fed. Like, you keep getting more fed than the Jax gets fed.
It's useless, and I tried to 5v5. I could have easily thrown my lead entirely, but by splitting,
Wait, watch
I
it. This
put
is
pressure on
Skillcapped.
the enemy team, and pressure makes them make mistakes. They sent 3 to top, I killed all 3 and died. They got 300 gold, and I got 275 from Camille, 650 from Zed, and 1000 from Heck. This is a big game-changing play, and is a great example of how important macro is. Anyways, after I respawn, where should I go next? Back to top, look to fight mid, go bot?
So right here, what he's looking to do, like as Rengar, this is Jax, so he's a split pusher, but this applies exactly in the same way to Rengar. What he's looking to do is ignore his team. Like, those guys, they're bots right now. They're cannon minions controlled by some like really inferior-minded AI. So what he's looking to do is avoid those guys as much, fight without them. Because if he goes with his team, then the enemy team will send everyone, because no one will be pressuring anywhere else. But if he goes solo, then he will fight like 2 people, 3 people at most, because the other guys will be busy dealing with his team and killing his team while he's busy doing something else. So what he's looking to do is go bot right now and pressure tier 1, but without ever dying.
The right play here is to go
Mais
bot.
pourquoi je me referais ban? Je
Could
flame
be
juste
a
ses
dragon
teammates,
and
genre.
makes objective going up as Herald. Jax is a late game carry, but at this point, I can't carry a team fight, so for the same reasons as before, I want to split push the opposite side of the objective. When I get down there, Heck flanks me with Predator. What would you do? Take the one.
Again, like, the enemy team is giga mistaken here. They're inting because they're setting 2 people on a very fed Jax that can 2v1 them. What they should do is either collapse as 5 and after pushing waves, or just let him be.
1v2 or try to run?
Or just be there to counter dive if Jax tries to dive, but never try to 2v1.
So this example is perfect to show how very small things can influence your decisions and how many different factors come into play. I want to take the 1v2 at the start, so I pop my ult. But now watch Hecarim. He starts kiting away and running into tower. I can't 1v2 dive them since they're both fed, and I use my ult, so now I just have to run away. Since I don't have my ult, I'm going to just kill Gromp while waiting for it to come back up. And after doing that, my team is doing Herald, and I know the enemy team is going to stop them. So I just focus on abusing the behind Camille as much as possible.
See, exactly, like that's how you use pressure. That's exactly how pressure comes into play in League of Legends. And this is why you don't group when you're fed, because if you group, then everyone goes fight you, and then you're stuck in a very losing fight.
Kill her easily. And Zed shows up again, but I'm already out. Even though I brought 2 down here and killed one of them, my team still gets wiped without returning a single kill.
And this is very frustrating.
Safe to say, it's going to be a tough game. I recall to spend my gold, and the enemy team dropped Herald and is pushing down our inner tower. Zed
Would you
is
still
possible
push bot
pushing.
even if Baron
What
is
would
up?
you do here?
Yes, it's basically a matter of, do you think you can change anything if you go there? If you think you can win a fight, then sure, go. But if you think that your presence doesn't matter, then you keep pushing bot, you get tier 2, you start pushing tier 3, maybe you start getting a lot more waves, and you just get to a point where you're 5k gold up on anyone and their Baron doesn't matter.
Let's see what happens.
See, like
So you might be
that's
wondering,
exactly
how
what
do
he
I know
does.
I can just jump in 1v4. The reason is, since my entire team just got wiped, I had to assume and hope.
But doesn't Rengar top suit your playstyle better? No, because my playstyle is influence the map and then transition into a split pusher. But if you play Rengar top, you cannot influence the map at first, and you getting fed is very coin flip.
The enemy team use some big cooldowns like Hecarim and Kaisal.
Basically, my
They don't
mid game
have those,
macro
not
is
my
very
own.
similar to
I
a
should be
top
able
laner.
to kill them easily, and I did. This is obviously a very big play because now we can get Baron for free, and we might have a chance at winning. After resetting and spending gold, what would you do next? Dragon is up, I have TP and Baron.
Now this is a tough one. He can go splitting again. Right now he can like 1v4 easily, but I don't know how many dragons the enemy team has. If they have 2, I would give up another dragon and chill for a bit.
So before, I wanted to split on the opposite side of the map, but I'm really strong now.
Well,
Also,
splitting like a bot would be nice, I think.
Camille is top, and I know the enemy team's going for Dragon. Look where my Malzahar is going. He's going to farm bot lane. Think about what the enemy team can see right now. They can see Vayne farming mid and Mouse farming bot. Vayne is not killable for them, they know this. She's way too close to our base, she's in the middle, they already took mid inhib, but low elo players don't take missing enemies into consideration a lot of the time, and all game they've just been running my teammates over.
This is called shadowing, and it's really broken.
In all the other fights, I was split pushing. I know they aren't taking me into consideration, and would just look to kill the Mal's. So I trail him, and we see the enemy team playing very disrespectful, with the Kai'Sa just walking up to Mal's because she doesn't see me here. I wait for Mal's ult, then jump in and kill her. From there, it's easy as Kai'Sa is the really fed ADC, and I can just chase down the rest. Alright, so that was a big play. My team got some gold, and the macro there was huge. It worked perfectly.
Shadowing, shadowing is when you have someone split pushing and you know he's gonna get ganked, so you just chill out of vision. And when he gets ganked, basically you counter gank. It's a counter gank, but in the mid game, so you just call it shadowing.
Out to take some towers. We get 2, but my Vayne dies to Zed, and
He went bot because he was shadowing. He expected them like to int, trying to kill Malzahar.
don't want to throw and die trying to kill Heck under tower, since they might be able to end at this point by just going down mid. Our Mal's dies in mid, so I just take the time to reset. After that, I take our red and go clear mid wave. After clearing it, I see Zed ganking our support in our jungle. Since I clear mid wave first, I have mid priority and will be the first one to move to the fight. I go for the Zed and even flash over. I knew the rest of his team would be coming, but I thought I could burst him and get out with a ward jump. Sadly, I don't get him and get killed here.
When this happens, you're really tilted because you know it's your fault. But at the same time, you're very frustrated that one mistake can lose you the game. Like one mistake right here, Jax makes one mistake, the game is lost. Because look at his team. And this is what I struggle most in League, is like when this happens, not to get tilted off the earth and start running it down.
So this was a bad play. As soon as Zed jumped over the wall, I should have dropped the play and went to push top lane. When you have to carry, you can't die like this.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, I ping my team off the inhib and tell them to give it up. It's completely fine to give it up so we can just farm the super minions. Here,
It's not even completely fine to give it up, it's just that if they don't give it up, they all die and they, like, it's over. I mean, yeah, giving it up is fine, it doesn't matter, but, like, they don't have a choice.
here's an updated scoreboard though. Anyways, when I respawn, Dragon and Baron are up in 1 minute. I have TP, where would you go now?
Bot. I mean, he's passing bot, it's easy.
The correct play is bot lane. Since no objectives are up, I just want to push and put pressure somewhere so the enemy team comes to me and doesn't group up and kill my team.
That right here is my whole mindset when split pushing with Rengar. I know I'm a good player, and I know if they come to me, I won't die. But if they come to my team is most likely gonna die. So I want them to come to me instead of trying to kill my team. Like, that's the whole mindset of split pushing. And this is why a lot of you guys, you're there like chilling mid for some reason. Well, like, the enemy groups mid as 5, you cannot win a fight on mid, but you still chill on mid instead of going top. By going top, what you do is, basically, the enemy is on a timer. They can only stay mid for so long before they have to come top. But if you stay mid, they can chill mid forever. They don't have to ever move top, because no one is pressuring top. And the fact that you're mid doesn't change shit. They can still engage, they can still win the fight.
I need to stay fed and keep farming. Also, Baron is the important objective, so I want to try and get bot inhib so I can have a chance at backdooring. While I'm pushing, the
that is also very important. I mean, you've seen me win games by backdooring.
enemy Kai'Sa shows here. What would you do?
Because in low elo, people tend to overcommit on objectives and they don't watch the waves on the side lanes. And sometimes the waves on the side lanes are at Nexus and you just kill it. The Nexus.
So, since Kai'Sa is the one that shows first, I know the whole enemy team has to be behind her. It wouldn't make any sense for Kai'Sa, an ADC, to just run at me. She knows I can just one-shot her. So I immediately start running and get chased down by Hecarimon. Then Zed, Blitz, and Kai'Sa ult for me. I die and imping my team not to fight. I misplayed a little using my E too early when Heck jumped on me, but to my surprise my team traded back a few kills. But if you think about it, it makes sense. They used all 4 ults on me and my team has all of theirs and Camille is splitting top. I just don't expect my team to do anything and I expect to carry 1v5. They did well this time. My team gets the dragon stolen and we almost lose both Nexus towers while Camille is taking our top tower. If we pause here, Baron is up and we have no vision. What would you do?
Definitely not face check. Legit, like, just go push mid or something, but don't face check.
So, even though we have no vision on Baron, their ADC is bot lane pushing the waves, so they should do it pretty slow. Their ADC pushing that far is really dangerous, so I immediately run over to try and find her. She could see me run through mid here because of the minions, so I jump the wall, thinking she's going to rotate to Baron. I don't find her and put a ward at our blue to see if she's recalling, and there she is. I jump to the ward and use Blade of the Rune King to stop her recall, then kill her for a nice 900 gold.
Now that is even more broken on Rengar because your champion is made to kill the ADC.
With their fed ADC dead, what would you do now?
I'm gonna queue up on League because the video is
I
almost
have
over.
TP, but I can't push bot lane since we have no vision on Baron at all. So instead, I ping my team to go to it to make sure they aren't on it, and we see a few of them. With Kai'Sa dead, they have very little kill pressure on me, so I just run down mid looking for any fight possible. I jump Hecarim first and he runs, and this foolish Blitz tries to join, and he's just useless, so I kill him. After that, what would you do?
Tier 2 mid and or inhib mid even
My
and
team is
Nash.
pinging to take mid inhib, but with those picks, we can easily try to take or bait Baron. So after taking the first tower, I ping them to go to Baron instead. I'm not sure what vision they have, so I don't want to start it until we use
Yeah,
sweepers and
Nash is
control
better.
wards. Hecarim shows up and speeds bot.
Nash is good, like taking Nash is really OP because then for them taking Nash is not an option and that actually relieves a lot of pressure.
Okay, and now we're in a tricky situation.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you again since it's all about mindset here. What would you do and what should you be focusing on?
Not coin flipping this Nash because your jungler is worthless.
With the way the game is going, I don't want to coin flip the Baron Smite.
Exactly.
Also, Baron shreds resistances, so if we're doing it and Hecarim steals, we're going to get wiped in the teamfight right after and they're going to end the game. So with these two things in mind, I'm just going to spam ping my team off the Baron and look for Hecarim. I find him and jump on him, but Kai'Sa's here as well. Kai'Sa ults in and Heck fears me while I have 4 stacks of Kai'Sa passive on me.
He has
My
E.
Counter-Strike is down for half a second.
He has E.
So I flash away from Kai'Sa until it's up, then jump, stun, and kill both. With those two dead, the Baron is very free, and we don't have to worry about them stealing.
Again, pressure makes them make mistakes. Them doing Nash is pressure.
After resetting, my team
That's why you really see, like, he's having a really clean game, aside from the 2 mistakes he made. But he's having a real clean game. He's making basically no mistakes at all, and he's just capitalizing on the enemy team making mistakes. Like he's not forcing anything. He's just waiting for mistakes, and that's the perfect mindset in League of Legends.
is really far up, in the enemy jungle and pushing. What would you do? So I don't want to try and group with them here. They all made the same mistake of not recalling and spending their gold.
Yep.
So if I TP in and we try to fight, we could
Nope.
lose and they would end the game. Instead, I ping them away and go to push out top, so we can have multiple lanes of pressure with
Yeah,
Baron.
he needs pressure right now.
While I'm doing that, the enemy sends multiple for me. What would you do? Would you take this fight?
Here, I would have run, like, I wouldn't even have pushed the wave completely. I would have been, like, around this bush. I wouldn't have been there. Yeah, it's really scary here. Taking this fight is bad.
Although I'm really fed, my goal isn't to fight right now, it's to take objectives. That's what Baron is used for. But since my team resets so much later than I did, they are late to push mid. So I don't want to try 1v4 or 1v5. I want to just run and let my team pressure. My Vayne shows up and we get jumped, and I make the mistake of trying to fight and die. This was a huge misplay. Since they sent 5 people for
Yeah, I make this mistake as well, but here, like, it was pretty obvious. Like this, see, like, there he really fucked up, and if he was more focused on the game, he wouldn't have died here, and they would have pushed mid and top. They would have gotten 2 inhibs here.
me, I could have easily
So, like, this right here, see? I see this all the time when I play in Diamond. My teammates, they don't know how to split. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't know. He just, he was autopilot or something. But they don't know how to split. They overstay, like, to kill the wave, for instance, and they get jumped. Instead, what they should do is, like, kill the melee minions. When they see that people are missing, just back off, empower the minions, and chill at a safe distance. And even if they come, you just run away, you waste their time, and meanwhile, your team is pushing mid. Like, dying when splitting, that's the worst thing you can do.
escaped at this point when Heck and Camille ulted in. From here, I could have TP'd bot or mid, and we could get a lot of towers and inhibs. Or I could
Exactly.
have waited for the enemy team to kill Vayne, then recall and respond to my team pushing in mid, while I continue pushing top. I made the worst possible play here, but at least my team took mid inhib and backed off. When I respawn around at a base, we see the enemies Zed, Kai'Sa, and Heck pushing mid. What would you do here?
Catch the
Since I
wave.
see my Malzahar bot with the wave, and he still has Baron, I TP right away
Oh,
down there
shit.
to take the inhib. Camille hard trolls and misses her E, so
Oh,
I jump on her
shit.
first and kill her.
They can win of this.
Look at the minimap now, what would you do?
Kai'Sa is still mid. Kai'Sa is still mid. They can threaten to end here.
By TPing and pushing this, I'm putting a ton of pressure on the enemy team. And what does pressure do? Like we said before, it makes them make mistakes.
Kai'Sa
They
will
don't
die.
know what to do. Kai'Sa and Blitz stay mid while Zed and Heck
I
recall
would
to
Giga
stop us
Force. I don't know why he's playing so safe. I would Giga Force the fight right now. I don't know why he's sitting
Down
back.
here.
It's a
When they all
2v2
should
and
be
he hard
recalling.
wins it.
It's very obvious. They all need to recall and stop us from winning the game. As soon as I see that, I know we can keep pushing as it's 2v2. I jump on Zed right
I don't know
away
why he
and
did it
chunk
so
him,
late.
waiting
Like
for
he
the
could have
minions.
done it like
Then, when they get here, I jump
Before.
in the fight. Obviously, this fight isn't even close, and we easily kill them and end the game. Alright guys, so as you can see, even with my team full-blown sprinting it, even when I'm 1v2 or 1v3 on the other side of the map, with good macro and decisions, I could carry them in an otherwise hopeless game. But let us know how you did with the questions in the comments.
see, like this is the difference between playing autopilot and playing with your brain right here. Like this is why this video is really good, because it really makes you realize why you're inting when you're not splitting. So if you wanna, this is Skillcapped on YouTube. I recommend their videos a lot. Wait, someone dodged? No. Okay, I recommend their videos a lot because they're really helpful actually.